All right, guys, we're back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And guys, I want to talk about the 147-pound WBA champion, Rolando Romero. Now, I just caught wind of this interview that he did with FightHype.com. Shout out to FightHype. It was a couple of days ago. And in this interview, he was questioned about being called out by Bill Haney and Devin Haney for a unification matchup. I want you guys to listen to what Rolly had to say, and I'm going to get my take on this. This is sort of a rant. So let me play this clip for you guys, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts.
Do you feel like because of that whole idea of trying to make the Devin and Ryan, because you said those fights could still happen after you beat Ryan, so I
wanted them to fight each other. I still want them to fight each other.
Yeah. Is it kind of weird that that's not the fight that Bill and Devin's asking for, or Bill's been asking for you, opposed to asking for Ryan? Because it didn't seem like he's interested in it.
Why didn't they call me out after I beat Ryan? Why didn't they call me out directly after they beat Norman? Why did they sit down and try to play all that humble stuff? But me and Devin are never going to fight. I want nothing to do with that fight. Like I said, way back when, I believe he should go do his rematch with Ryan.
Well then, what about Manny? I mean, that's the fight that everyone's saying that you and Manny Pacquiao, which makes perfect sense, right? I think it's a humongous fight in boxing.
I mean, let's say it like this. What sounds better? Me and what's a bigger fight?
Manny.
Okay.
So.
But I mean, like, we don't even know if that's still good. I mean, we don't know if that's even happening. So.
All right, so you guys heard that there. He said that, you know, he doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. He's never going to fight Devin Haney. And he was questioned about the Manny Pacquiao fight, and you know, he says that's a bigger fight, and he really doesn't know if that's going to happen. But he's willing to fight Manny Pacquiao. Now, I get it. Manny Pacquiao is a legend in the sport. And it would be a huge fight for Rolly, fighting, you know, a guy who's, you know, revered all over the world. But outside of that, it really doesn't bring, Manny doesn't bring anything to the table for Rolly. You know, Devin Haney does bring something to the table. Devin Haney is the WBO welterweight champion. And that's unification. You could become a unified champion if you beat Devin Haney in that weight class. And my thing is this. I am so sick and tired of these fighters getting these titles and then they don't want to face the stiff competition. They don't want to fight the best. You are a champion, and I think champions should be held to a higher standard. I think champions should be expected to fight other champions in their division. I think it should be a requirement instead of being able to tell people who you're not going to fight while you're holding a title. You're not like the regular people now. You're a champion now. You're expected to act accordingly. So why wouldn't you fight Devin Haney? You've talked so much trash about Devin Haney. Why wouldn't you, if he's such trash, why don't you scoop that title up? Because I'm going to tell you this. Let's just say you fight Manny Pacquiao and you say that I'll fight Devin Haney next, which I know you won't. You won't be able to unify with Devin Haney because you're not going to make it past Manny Pacquiao. You can't beat Manny Pacquiao. The only thing that would be for you is probably a money grab, in my opinion. Maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe you really don't want to unify. Maybe you don't want to become undisputed in that weight division. And this is why I like Devin Haney, because he's chasing greatness. He's going after the champions. And the reason he probably, in my opinion, that he didn't call you out after he beat Ryan was because he was looking for bigger fish to fry. Yeah, you captured the WBA regular title, but he was looking at the big titles. He was trying to go after Jaron Bruce Ennis, who was a unified champion. Jaron Bruce Ennis vacated. You got the vacated title, one of his vacated titles. Then you became the full-fledged WBA champion. You are what they call a quote-unquote email champion. You're an email champion, but nevertheless, you are a champion. That's probably why he didn't call you out. Then he went to Brian Norman Jr. because Brian Norman Jr. was the next best thing, seen as the boogeyman at the welterweight division. Despite what people are saying now, before the fight, they were saying that he was going to knock Devin Haney out. So what is your excuse? Why don't you want to fight Devin Haney? Why don't you want to become a unified champion? That's the question. You're ducking. There's no doubt in my mind you are ducking the smoke with Debo Devin Haney. Because you know you probably can't beat him because he has a superior skill set. And you just can't fathom losing to him after you've talked so bad about him in the past. That's what I'm getting from this. That's my opinion on this. And I'm sure a lot of people might agree with me. I know some of you guys aren't because you don't like Devin Haney, but I see what I see. A guy that doesn't want to fight the other champions. He's saying he's never going to fight this guy. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that when he's chasing greatness. Hats off to Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson for making shit happen too. This is what these young guys should be doing. It's your time. You guys should be mixing it up. You guys should be fighting each other, not trying to fight guys from the old guard. You young guys, you need to do what you need to do, and you need to do it now. So yeah, you're a duck. I like Rolly, but it is what it is. He's a duck. He's ducking Debo Devin Haney. You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.